It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll see the Bears' superstar running back. He's coming off one of the better games we've seen, over 170 yards. It's the Bears and the Chargers, next on Madden NFL 23.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he will find his man on the outside. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
You have to worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Second and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Back to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And the 1st drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that 1st drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the 1st one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Now the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, moving a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cox. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Now that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. The Bears at 3-0 here in the month of September. They coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down. He'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. His pass caught with the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 3 yards out. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Draw play. It's Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. It's certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and 1. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mecole Hardman from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out come the Chargers. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
They've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he stopped immediately there. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Holding. Receiving team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He's got a man, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And the Chargers
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets past one man.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second.
On second down, Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Watson now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this one is no good. He missed it, and that will keep the deficit at 20.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Second and 5. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Complete to number 13. It's a gain of 6. First down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 7.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, I give him credit. found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now here's a throw that's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. To throw again on second down. Watson looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Watson looks to throw again. And that's into the hands of Eckler. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This is intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start expecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. They'll throw now on the final play. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And a touchdown separating these two as they've gone to halftime. A.J. Dillon, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Chris Godwin, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Van Jefferson, a touchdown catch in the victory. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. First and goal at the 1. So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Gabe Neighbors, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now they try the right side here to about the 40-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a solid run down inside the 30. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, it's Cox. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Catch is made by Hardman. Touchdown! Nicole Hardman, 26 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Chargers, first down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
J.C. Jackson, their defensive.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the Bears first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. This offense, number 1 in the NFL at picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 80 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now back to throw. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's a gain of 14 and brings up second down at the 17-yard line.
2nd and 6. Complete. Smith has it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he finds Ross. Right side, it's complete. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Frazier. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. Watson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Deshaun Watson sacked. A fumble on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. To throw is Watson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
On the keeper. A 2-yard gain. It's
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
just shy of midfield. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
across midfield to the 48-yard line.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 36. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been
tremendous all day long.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Down inside the 10.
Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll run on 1st down. Cox trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw left side complete. That's Smith.
And he will have the Bears 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This from 25 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this one too low.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
To the ground and incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And the Chargers first down.
Again, it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Frazier. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Watson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From just shy of midfield, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 1st down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 119 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a carry to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And they will take a knee here.
And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bears, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0.